this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. When I hit that, when I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watkins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the
tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down.
This is Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain of 21 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Cowboys 7, Giants nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off 4th.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Ballantyne to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a give, right side. Watkins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
26, Damian.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Watkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, right, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Giants nothing.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
First down, Dallas.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 49-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Throwing, Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
1 yard to go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
On the carry.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
2 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
second down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Prescott from the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Giants nothing. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Here's Jones on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Finding Williams once more, complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Jones from the gun on third down. Got a man, Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Dak Prescott sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Dallas.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on second down. Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
He's tackled.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Caught left side. Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
40-yard line.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jones being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Ricky.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Tate's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he will have a Giants 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And this one incomplete.
Jones.
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They needed a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Dallas, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season.